Hey guys, this 10-minute yoga routine to help with calm is going to help your body feel better. You'll feel less stiff. You're going to have better posture, and you're going to move into your day feeling calm, confident, and relaxed. So follow along, do your best, no yoga experience required. We're going to get started on the ground in a child's pose. For child's pose, you're going to have your knees wide, your big toes touching. You might feel some cramping through your feet. That's normal, especially for beginners. It'll go away with time and with practice. Walk your arms out in front of you, shoulder width distant. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Press down through your hands so your arms are straight, and relax your forehead on the ground. If you notice that your head doesn't touch the ground, that's okay. And your butt doesn't have to touch your heels. Just go as far back as you can without pain. When you get into a comfortable spot, start to breathe in and out of your nose. And this is going to be the big focus that will help you get calm and focused at the end of this workout. Focus on your breathing. Focus on your body. Make sure your phone is put away. Silence notifications. It's just 10 minutes, and you're going to feel the results throughout the day. In and out of the nose. And as you inhale, notice how your body changes. Notice how the inhale changes your chest. How the stretch in your shoulders feels different. And as you exhale, notice how your belly gets smaller. Your chest gets closer to the ground. And if you can focus on your body and your breathing for just the next few minutes, again, that's what's going to help you get that calm and that focus that you're looking for. All right, let's move into a tabletop position with your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, and then inhale to arch your back, and exhale to round. Lift your belly button, spread your shoulder blades, tuck your chin. Inhale, arch. Pull your chest forward, look up. Exhale and round. Spread your shoulder blades, reach your tailbone down, tuck your chin, look behind you. 5 more of these on your own pace. Try to match your inhale with the arching, the exhale with the rounding, but it does take some time to develop that coordination, so just do your best. And I encourage you to focus more on arching your back than rounding your back. Most of us already round our backs enough. So arching is going to do better for your posture and also helping to correct imbalances that most of us have. As you go through these, your back should start to loosen up. It'll feel different from start to finish. 1 more. Next pose is a tabletop with wrist stretches. I really like these. This just feels great. It's also just a relaxed position. So you're going to turn your fingers to face backward. Rest your palms on the ground. You might want to bring your knees a little bit closer if you feel like there's too much weight on your wrist. Lean your shoulders further forward if it's too hard. You can bring your shoulders further back if you have the wrist mobility. If that's too difficult, you're going to stay in this kind of kneeling position, and you're going to do one hand at a time. Palm facing away from you, pulling your fingers in toward your body, fingers facing down. So this is the way to do it. If you can't do it on the ground, this is something that I try to present a lot in my workouts, modifications for guys who are new, who aren't as flexible. And guys are less flexible than women, so very typically, not all cases, but mostly. Go ahead and switch your wrist if you're in the single arm stretch. If you're still on the ground, then you can continue to do that stretch. Maybe lightly turn from side to side. You can see how that changes the stretch. And remember to breathe in and out of your nose. And if you forget, that's okay. The best way to improve your breathing awareness is to remember to breathe. So whenever you aren't thinking about it and you remember to do it, that's a good sign that you're improving that breath awareness. All right, let's go ahead and release there. From here, we're going to move into a low lunge with a side stretch. And this is a really cool variation that I like because we're combining two stretches into one. So you can step your right leg forward. And if you have a block, grab a block. If you don't have a block, you can use a foam roller, a water bottle, or even a stack of books. Place that outside your right hip. Allow your hips to sink forward. And give your body a few breaths to kind of adjust to this stretch. Breathe in and out of your nose. Don't push yourself beyond what feels uncomfortable or beyond what feels comfortable. Just as far as you can go comfortably, and you can use your exhale to go deeper. And then make sure you place a cushion underneath that left knee if it feels uncomfortable for whatever reason. A pillow, a towel, a knee pad. And now bring your left arm up, reach it over to the right. So we're in a low lunge with a side bend. And this is going to get you a deeper stretch through that left hip. It's also going to open up your shoulders. Make sure that your chest is nice and open here. Squeeze your arm further back. Get as tall as you can in this low lunge position. Breathe in and out of your nose. And this is a really good combination of poses here to help with your shoulders, your neck, and your back. And your body will feel better throughout the day. And if you haven't heard me say it already, if you can do these workouts 3 times per week, that's when you're really going to notice the benefits. All right, let's go ahead and release. Switch sides. Left leg comes up. Right leg is back. Tuck your toes so your leg is active. That way we also get to stretch your toes. If you have any discomfort in the knee, slide a knee pad or a cushion, a pillow, underneath that right knee. Bring a block. If you don't have the block, you can use a foam roller or a stack of books outside that left hip. And take about 3 breaths here to get set in this low lunge. Keep in mind, if you're not as flexible as a yoga instructor quite yet, your feet are going to be closer together and you're not going to be able to bring your hips as far forward. But with time, and if you can use proper technique, your flexibility will increase. One other thing you can do, sit less, move more. Really simple, but that's what will really help. And then bring your right arm up and over to the left, going into a low lunge with a side bend. Make sure your chest is open, so pull your shoulder blades together, feel your chest stretch. Squeeze your right arm further back, and then press it up and over to the left a little bit more. You'll feel a deeper stretch through your right hip flexors, the front of your right hip. As you do that, you're also going to feel stretching through your right rib cage and around the armpit. Make sure you stay nice and tall here. Take one more breath. And then go ahead and release. Okay, I've got another stretch here that is pretty unique, but I think is really good for your ankles and your knees. If you have some blocks, grab some blocks, place them on either side of your knees. If you don't have blocks, you don't need them. You can place your hands on the ground. Tuck your toes, and you're going to work on bringing your heels down toward the ground, not all the way, but just so that your heels start to press toward the ground. And you want to keep your back flat here. So let your knees come in toward your chest, and you can put as much weight as you want into your hands as your ankles kind of get used to this. If you have the blocks, you can place those blocks on either side of your hips, and you can put that weight into the blocks. As your body gets more used to this, maybe you can remove the blocks entirely and come up onto your fingertips. If this hurts your knees, that's okay. It's just going to take some time for your ankles to increase that flexibility. But if it does hurt your knees significantly, then you can try going down onto your knees and tucking your toes, and then lift your hips away from your feet when they get too tired, and then work on getting back into that. So you've got about 30 more seconds to work on that. And again, this is This is difficult. This is hard to do, mostly because a lot of us wear shoes throughout the day, and that means that we have really bad foot and ankle mobility. But if you can do these stretches, if you can wear shoes less, your knees, your back, your ankles, that's all going to get a lot healthier, and you're going to be able to move better without pain, but also just throughout the day, have less pain. All right, let's go ahead and relax. That's it, guys. If you want more like that, I have another one of these workouts coming out next week, Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central. So subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on that. And if you want another one for free right now, I've got a great routine we put out last week that is very similar to this, 10 minutes, morning yoga for calm. Click over here to check that out. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment if you have some feedback or a question. I'll see you guys on another video soon.